Right, so 4th of June. Today I had electrician turn up. I actually phoned up yesterday to find out what the hell was going on, because it's over 4 months now, well and truly over 4 months, and this job's still not finished. What the hell's going on? And of course I got, oh, get the boss to phone you. We'll leave messages for him, get him to phone you. Nothing. I mean, I had been to the vats. There was one that had said that, oh, he should be with you now, the electrician, on the phone. I mean, yesterday I had been at the vats with Alfie on the 3rd. So I wasn't really expecting, well, I thought maybe someone's been, but the thing is, though, I had nothing from nobody at the builders to let me know what was going on. I'd had no updates. They were under, oh, Thursday, Friday last week, oh, it'll all be finished in here, it'll all be sorted, all the jobs will be done, blah, blah, blah. Was it heck? So nothing. So, yeah, Friday I phoned to see what's going on. And then obviously you got the weekend, and then Monday was busy with Alfie. He was my be all and end all. Even if someone had turned up, I'd have said, you're just going to have to rebook. I'm taking my cat to the vets as a priority. No one had turned up yesterday whatsoever, even though the lady at the office was like, oh, someone should be with you. Why aren't they there, kind of thing. And I'm like, don't know. Someone's either got a motorbike or someone's got a big drill somewhere upstairs. Just went past. It was very, very bizarre. So anyway, I phoned up this afternoon and I phoned up the office and I said, what the hell's going on? Because no one's been. I've had no phone call back to let me know. And the fellow was like, oh, I'll get the boss to phone you, find out what's going on. And I said, well, the decorator, when he come, he didn't do certain jobs. And he was like, yeah, well, there are some decorators that can only do decorating and they can't do certain bits, like joinery or whatever. And I said, but one of the decorators managed to unscrew the items, 2 magnets at the top of my fold-up doors, but they didn't put them back on. So the holes are there, they just need to screw them back in. And it was like, oh. Anyway, I put the phone down after the guy was like, oh, get someone to phone you back. And I thought, here we go again, more bullshit. And yeah. Anyway, shortly after I put the phone down, there was somebody at the door. And that's when I was doing the video earlier on, for Alfie's passing. And there was somebody buzzing, and it was the electrician. I was like, bloody hell. And it was the same one that's been quite a few times here for different things, little jobs here and there. Anyway, he says, oh, I've come to lower your switches and to raise your sockets. So I was like, right, okay. So he's done that, which is my bedroom light switch, which is great. I've got a socket that's been raised in the corner there. Let me show you. Excuse the shit everywhere over there, so it's nice and high. And then I wanted over towards my bed, I wanted one sort of around here where that blue tack is on the wall. And he was like, oh, I've only been told to do these bits and whatsoever in the flat to be done. And I was like, well, this is like doing half a job. And he was like, well, I can only do what I've been asked to do. And he was back to being, because he's been a few times and he was really mardy the first time he come. Because it was like, I'm doing this and that's it. Come out the way now. And I was like, well, yeah, but there's other bits that you also were supposed to do whilst you were here in the bedroom, the first time that you came over. And then you went to my hallway socket, which is this one here. And it was like, nothing left to say on that point. This I needed tidying up. This cable in here needed sorting out because the decorators were like, that's not my job. That's an electrician's job. And he says, well, isn't that to the doorbell? And I said, well, I don't know what it is for. I said, possibly. But I said, I don't want to say yes and then find you cut it and it's for something important. And I thought, well, that's for you to find out, you know. But it just wants boxing up and tidying up and like this bit here. But no one wants to do the job. So it just pisses me off because everybody is just the same, full of like, oh, not do my job, not my job. That. What else have I got? Oh, yeah, my son dream, which I'm not going to go into because he's in there. He had a raised socket and he had a light switch lowered in his room, which for him wasn't necessary because he's tall and all that anyway, and he's got his health. But I thought, you know, when he's no longer here, I'm going to need to use it. And it would be handy for me to have that switch lowered. So I thought, well, while he's here, and I thought it was on the plan. And it made sense to do it. And he was on about doing it anyway. So off he went. And he went in there and he did what he was told to do. So that was that. And then we've had in the living room, I've had that switch raised. I wanted one behind the television, just adding, so I had a double, if it was possible to have that. If it wasn't, because I wanted that one from over there moving. But that works out quite well over there because I can still reach it. But one there would be great. It would just save having a big adapter with all that on. But I said the one thing that I really wanted in this room was to have a socket here, sort of there. So when I'm able to charge, I can just get in here, and it just saves cables and things, because especially if I need to hoover or anything, it's there. So that's that. But that is the situation at the moment. The OT then messaged back with what needs to be done and about the switches, extra plug sockets. There's things that have been done that shouldn't have been done, but I don't care. I'm like, I want them staying, I tell you. I'm a bit confused by what she's written down because it doesn't, to me, you know, oh God, my ears are so itchy. That's my arthritis in my jaw. My ears get really angry and itchy and painful. But yeah, there's things that I'm going to need to be able to reach and low down doesn't make any sense. So anyway, I want it accessible, and that's the whole point. At the end of the day, they're in those switches. I just want one there over in the far corner of the room. Just keeps pointing it like as in already. Just in this area here. That's all I want. Excuse all my shit. I've had a big sort out and things are going for the tip. It's just I've had to wait for the car to be emptied because I've had things to go to the charity and stuff. So things are slowly getting there. My room does look like a right mess, but when you're trying to sort through stuff and get rid of things, it's difficult. Especially when you're doing it one step at a time and you're struggling with health. It's really difficult. So yeah, but I'm getting there. But I'm just so pissed off with how this flat is going and how long it's taking. My cleaner's volunteered to paint for me, which is great. She says, oh, give me £500. And she says, I'll do your hallway and your kitchen. So, brilliant. So she's going to do it with me when she comes back off her holidays, August time. But we'll see, because I just want to do things bit by bit. And I don't even know if the hallway is going to be finished off in that time. But anyway, so yeah, we shall see. Right, anyway, I'm going to see what happens. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll get a buzz and it'll be the electrician back again to come and finish off the job. I just hope he doesn't undo some of this, because he can be a bit of a wanker, this one. He took one socket off once before and they had to chase him up over why he removed it. But I'm hoping, because these things have been already altered, that they'll leave them where they are. So he just needs to do the additional bits now. God, it's going to be, I'm just stressing out, because it's like I just want them to come in, do the job of what they've been asked to do, and then just bugger off, you know, so I can get on with trying to sort my home out. Because at the minute I'm moving stuff here, there and everywhere just to get things out the way. Just so I can get sorted out, and I do it in my time. And my cleaner is starting to get used to the idea that this is how I operate, you know. I don't do things all in one hit like she does. It takes time and effort, and yeah. So, and it takes a lot for me to do stuff. And then I've got Alfie to pay for when my money goes in. I know that's going to be a bit of an expense, not as much as it would have been if I'd have had him fully cremated and stuff and had the ashes back. But it's still an unexpected expense. I mean, I've got cats that I want to get booked in at the vets and sorted out as soon as possible, you know, get some routine bits done, because I've waited and put things off because of these guys dragging their feet. But now I'm like, come on, get a move on. So we'll see what happens. See what happens tomorrow. Because I've just about had a bloody skinful of it now. I just want these out the way, onto the next bit of the grant, and get the doorway widened and the kitchen bit lowered, and, you know, get some normality back to my home. Minnie is starting to walk around the flat, which is great, because she was stuck on the table for 4 months. But she is actually starting to come down off the table a bit, which is fab. I was going to say Alfie, Cosmo and Percy and Gizmo do still harass her, but at least it's not to the degree of how things were. Yesterday, she actually decided to climb on my chair, go with me to the kitchen, jump off at the kitchen and sit on the windowsill, and she didn't want to come down, so I left her up there. I thought, well, she can get down and I'm sure she'll be fine getting back, and if she's not, then I'll have to go and sort her out and sort them out. But she managed to get back. Some of the things that they've been doing that have been very unusual and down to stress, they're not doing it as much, which is fabulous. But I just want my home. I want to get back to a routine with these, you know, putting bowls down in my bedroom and putting bowls in my living room and in the kitchen, so they've got like bits to go at, so they're not all fighting for the same bit, because it's really, really stressful. But and then I can't wait to get this bedroom sorted out, really get some new bits and pieces, get this wardrobe gone and get something else in there, have nice gorgeous white theme going on, and then pink on the walls, very girly. I can't wait to get a bed, I'm going to have new bits and pieces in here. Not everything new, because I can't afford to replace everything, but just new bits for me to put stuff in and just get this all sorted out and looking good. But anyway, I'm going to go. I've rabbited on long enough. So I'll keep you posted. Here we go again, eh? But yeah, I want the end of this now with this company because they're absolutely shit. Yeah, I've had enough. Right, anyway, show love and leave. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Ciao.